Hi, this is ShiVa and you're watching the ShiVa Minute. Now I think you're really ready to start your first own project. To do so, hit close all. You don't want to save anything. No. And start a new project. Click on add and please choose something different than the samples folder. If ShiVa gets updated, and it really gets updated regularly, you will lose everything in this folder. So go to your home directory, create a new folder like this, first project, select it and there you are. ShiVa populates your project with nothing but the default lights, the default font, some textures, and that's about it. It's completely empty otherwise. So the first thing you would probably do is create a new game. There's no game, so please create a new one. Game 1. Let's call it this way. You notice there's nothing in this game. No scene, no models. How could there be anything? You probably want to start with a new scene, so I would create a new scene. First scene. Now this scene needs to be referenced in the Scenes tab. Just drag and drop it in there. You will also need a new AI to start your scene. So we go to create, resource, AI model, call it main AI. This AI will serve as a starting point for your whole application. Just drag and drop it into user main AI. You could now start to import all your models along with the textures, sounds, music, and if you have them, some assets of your previous project. The main AI, if you switch to code, will need an onInit handler which calls your current scene application set current user scene, and you notice the intelligent code completion here that says the return value be okay is a boolean, set the current user scene, and requires two parameters, a string called name and a string called streaming URL. Hit tab to complete the code. First parameter is first scene. Since we have referenced this in our game, this should be found, and comma nothing, as we have no URL in this. Hit F7 to compile. We have made no errors, so it was a success. And now you could start to edit your scene. Go to scenes, double click on first scene. This is your scene. There's nothing in it. We will populate this scene with one light for testing purposes. Here, drag in the light, move it there, save it, and run our game to check if everything is alright. And it works. Hit stop to start the game again. Scene is unloaded. You have to double click it to load it again.